think I'm gonna take uh, Chad's advice from yesterday and just
Oh, don't look
begin
up.
later.
We need to get to the top. I'm sure we'll make it. I wonder what awaits us there? The unknown is frightening.
Oh, also I tried looking into a mod for removing that voice, and I gotta say, Nexus Mod Manager's kind of letting me down. There's only like 5 mods for this game. I'm gonna turn down the volume because for some reason it's super loud again. Yeah, there's only like 5 mods for this game, and all of them are just for like cheating purposes, I guess you could say. Um, yeah, I mean, because they assist you in the main objective of the game, so I guess it is cheating in a game like this. Um,
It's very hard to make a choice when you don't know where it will lead.
so that was very disappointing. I don't know how hard it is to make a mod for this game and how stuff's laid out, but you know, if anyone's out there that can mod this game or can show me how to mod this game, that would be cool because I just want to remove that stupid fucking voice. I don't care about getting to a certain point or about enabling checkpoints or anything like that. I just want that voice gone. Oh, and the music to also be like much lower volume than everything else. Because sometimes the music just comes along and it just kills you. Same for the sound effects in like Factory with all the machinery working, where you basically just have to go.
There is something strange going on with this world, though there has always been something wrong with it. What everyone clung to, the stability, has been shaken. Maybe this is a chance for me.
Yeah. The factory's just so loud. It's basically what the fuck? It's basically 30 seconds of just, oh, I gotta shut up all this thing just ear rapes me. And they need like a streamer friendly mod. Hi, I'm a streamer. I don't want it to be dead quiet because that's just weird. But I don't want it to be super fucking loud and talking at me all the time. Oop, shoot. Let's mess that up. So I saw the Super Mario movie the other night. I don't know how to start that. Yeah, I saw the Super Mario movie the other night. Yeah, I guess I could be winning. For some reason, my face doesn't look like I'm winning, but I'm winning. So I saw the Super Mario movie the other night. Good movie, 7 out of 10. It's everything I wanted from a Mario movie. Chris Pratt sounded fine. I was happy about. I think the only character that like I thought looked weird. Like all of them sounded like their characters. They're fine. Even the Seth Rogen laugh for Donkey Kong, it was fine. It was just Peach's face didn't look quite right around like the mouth and nose area. I don't know what was going on with that. Voice was totally fine, but it just looked weird. Yeah, movie was basically 90 minutes of references, and it kept me occupied for 90 minutes. I didn't check the clock at all.
To get to the new one, you first have to make a jump and get off the ground, not knowing what the future holds.
Go see Floppenheimer, maybe when the theaters die down. I checked tickets for my local theater recently, and it was just basically packed, and I'm like, yeah, no thank you. I do not like going to theaters when they're packed. I went to go see Nausicaa, Valley of the Wind, and Castle in the Sky during Ghibli Fest. And the theaters were packed for that, and yeah, sometimes it's just like uncomfortable to go when there's like a ton of people. Yeah, Peach looked too generic, animation woman rather than actual Peach. Yes and no. I think the whole ensemble looked good, but the face just didn't do it for me. I don't know what was going on with Peach's face. If it was to match.
My father worked here as a driller, and he always smelled of fuel oil. I was afraid of him and hoped that one day he wouldn't come back from work.
Okay.
He drank a lot and often beat my mother and me, but
Shut
that's
up!
in the past.
I don't care!
You'll never make it to the top. You'll never make it, you bastard.
Yeah, I mean, like...
I'm still scared of him.
What do you want from a movie like the Mario Bros. Movie, right? Like, occupy for 90 minutes, I will admit that's a much harder task. There are many times where during, like, a 45-minute TV show where I'm, like, checking the clock going, okay, when does this shit end? Because I got dumb TikTok brain. So, 90 minutes, not checking the clock, and just, like, going through it, and enjoyed it all the way until the credits. You know, good. 7 out of 10. It did its job. It's not winning any Academy Awards, but it did its job.
Some say that soon no one will need oil, but it is unlikely to happen sooner than in 20 to 30 years. And meanwhile, oil is still a resource that people kill for.
The 90-minute movie with Subway Surfers on the right-hand side of the screen. Yes! True, I need that. I need to go into IMAX. They got that super wide screen. Bro, put Subway Surfers on the side of that shit and some Family Guy clips with Chinese subtitles. Description's more like a 6 out of 10. It would be if the animation wasn't as good. But they really did knock it out of the park. Illumination did. I do love there's this one part of it that's not really a spoiler. Oh, is my audio fucked up? Alright, hold on. I'm gonna turn this. Hey, how we doing now? I'm gonna keep going for a little bit because I know there's always a lag between chat and OBS for some godforsaken reason. 5 is what you call good enough for you to finish it. Okay, I think 5 is like meh, it didn't impact me at all. Just a bit quiet. It's the same? What the hell? Alright, let me see what's going on with my mic here. Maybe hopefully maybe that works. I don't know. I'll also turn down the sound here. We'll see if that's any better. So, it was good enough for me to finish, to never look at the clock and have a good time. Like, it wasn't like, oh joy, I finished it. It was like, ah, yeah, that was a good movie. I like that. It did exactly what I needed it to do. I got a lot of background static, too. I know this game is, like, static. This game sounds like static right now. Gain too high. We're gonna troubleshoot these issues. Let me stop the timer real quick. I hope that adjusted some things. You know what? I'm gonna pull up my own stream real quick. Technical difficulties in the middle of the stream. Alright. Stop the timer real quick. Oh, I hear what you mean. There's like a whine. I don't know where that's coming from. Adjusted some things. You know, I'm gonna pull up my own stream real quick. Yeah, I don't know. Technical difficulties in the middle of the stream. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, what did you mean? There's like a whine. I don't know where that's coming from. Oh god, my own volume's coming through. Oops. Oh god, because the audio set. You know what? Fuck it. We'll just run with this for now. I never forced myself to finish stuff like that. I'll just drop it. I mean, I wasn't. That's the thing. It's like I didn't force myself. Like that's what I'm saying. It's not like I forced myself to finish it. I finished it without ever thinking about, okay, how far is this movie gone? Because I usually think that for just about every movie that I watch. Because I'm impatient and I have like no ability to focus. So that's like what was good about the Mario movie. That's why it's a 7 out of 10, because I never had to think about it.
Birth,
But like it didn't do anything groundbreaking other than being a Mario movie.
Factory, death. Hello, kinfolk.
Right, I never had to think about it, but it never did anything mind-blowing other than being just a really well-animated movie. Sonic, I would say, is a 5. Mario's, yeah, that's totally fair. Sonic 2 was a lot better than Sonic 1, though. I think Sonic 1 is a 5, Sonic 2 is a 6, and Mario was a 7. Man, there's just like an invisible wall there. You do have to vault over that, I guess. Oh, I forgot to restart the timer. God damn it. This run's timer is basically useless. Because I started it late. And then we took time to go and figure out this audio issue. I forgot to restart it after trying to fix the audio issue. Whatever. And Sonic 3, but I am looking forward to it because Shadow is my favorite Sonic character. Which makes a whole lot of sense. And I was so excited when they showed Shadow at the end of Sonic 2.
It's a strange
like, oh,
feeling.
hell yeah.
I've never been this far away from home.
No! Oh, don't let it end here. Don't let it end here. Oh. Alright. Okay, we're good. Jeez, that just... Oh, man, that scared the shit out of me, honestly. I thought the run was dead. I thought I was gonna do the same thing that I did was it yesterday or 2 days ago, where I just happened to miss every single object on the way down. Excited for Sonic 3. When's Sonic 3 coming out again? I think like 2024 they said, or it was a while. It was like a surprising while. It's probably gonna be a little bit longer given the SAG strike, which, you know, is fair. I don't really like that people are crying about that. Especially I saw good discussion topics where you don't fall. Mario and Final Fantasy. Bad topics. Shadow the Hedgehog. Real. We'll talk about the game Shadow the Hedgehog at some point. But yeah, anyways, back to the SAG union stuff. I saw... Oh god, now is not the time. Whoa, I don't know what I was thinking there. Thank god I saved it. Alright, hold up. Oh, my jump didn't come out, thank god. Well, not thank god that my jump didn't come out, but thank god there was a platform to catch me. But again, pretty sure only Sonic game with a gun, or at least where the MC is a gun. Yeah, that's I think that's definitely true. I think it's also the only... no, Sonic Adventure 1 and 2 did have MCs with gun, but I was going to say Shadow the Hedgehog might be the only Sonic game with realistic guns, but the adventure games had it too. Had realistic guns too. But yeah, the only Sonic game where the MC has a gun is correct. Alright, SAG union stuff. I just wanted to mention this. I saw Adam Conover on Hassan Abi's stream, and they were talking about like why like this strike is happening and why it's like so important. Oh, almost didn't make that. And he was mentioning that for his Adam Conover was mentioning that on a show Adam Ruins Everything, he gets residuals that are like $20,000, and this is on a small, you know, cable network, True TV. He was getting $20,000 a year from residuals, and then he makes the G Word with Netflix, which is like a similar type of show, or at least his like amount of work he put into it. It feels like, and for that he gets an annual residual of like $500. And it's like, wow, $20,000 down to $500 just because it's streaming, and that's what they're arguing for. Is like residuals from streaming services don't match up to their cable counterparts in a world where streaming services are becoming so much bigger. And I was like, oh shit, now I think I really understand why they're striking, because I didn't really like understand that before. Like, I knew that they were striking because of pay, and I'm like, yeah, pay sucks everywhere, that makes sense, go ahead and strike. But I didn't know it was that bad. Ooh, I was like, jeez, that's rough. Yeah, I get it now. And I don't really like how people are like, oh, the unions need to end, I need my I need my shows to be on in the fall. And it's like, dude, go watch some old shows, go watch some reruns. Have you seen The Sopranos? Go watch The Sopranos. Have you seen Scrubs? Go watch Scrubs. Yeah, hopefully the writers and actors win in these strikes. Honestly, yeah, the AI likeness thing as well is also pretty fucked. It sucks right now that, like, it feels like the actors and writers should definitely win, but the problem is that you're going up against, like, multi-billion-dollar companies against, just, like, average people. Especially on the writer side, just, like, average income people. And it's like, as I think Bob Iger or some other CEO said, we'll just wait until they can't afford rent anymore, or they starve, and then the strike will be over. And it's like, wow, that is so sad. That
what a person really needs
literally,
is not a state of peace, but the striving and fighting for some worthy goal.
Literally, these billion-dollar companies can just starve out any dissenters, and it's like, okay, how are we supposed to have, you know, a fair and balanced economy, or like capitalistic economy where we have relationships with corporations, when the corporations can literally just like wait for us to die before they have to make like a financially, not a financially bad move, but, you know, do something that hurts their profits, even if it's for the sake of like feeding their employees. Yeah, there's so much old content. The Rock just donated a 7-figure amount. Oh, damn. Good for The Rock. But yeah, I mean, and while that is huge, let's say he donated, like, you know, $9,999,999. There are a lot of writers on strike right now, and California, LA, where they all live, you know, notorious for high rent, so I do wonder how far that's going to get them. But, like, that's still absolutely huge. But, yeah, unfortunately not a very good solution if they have to go another 70 days. We can't rely on good Samaritans like that to keep funding them. We need the companies to actually come back to the negotiation table and work shit out. But that's just my 2 cents for it. I hate this part so much. This part is actually just trolling. Alright, there we go. But that whole going downwards and then Having to go across that little beam there, that's just trolling by the game, low-key. You shouldn't fail there, but it feels like you will. The down portion of Only Up. Yeah, it might be the only down portion of Only Up as well. At least from like the runs that I've seen. I didn't see any other areas where you actually have to go down. Can I sue for false advertising? It is not Only Up. That is true. That is true. You can try suing the one, again, I think it's a South Korean dev. Like the South Korean dev that's behind this. I don't think it'll go over well. I also wouldn't recommend doing that. You know, I don't think the media will take too kindly to you suing an indie dev for not being Only Up.
Sailing to, no wind will be a tailwind.
Oh, shh! No. Come on. Save it. Oh, where the... Where am I? Oh, okay. Alright. Alright, boys. We're going back through factory again. Prepare your ear canals. Honestly, 3 times through factory in one run. It's kind of a fate worse than death. I almost wish I hit the ground instead. I think there's supposed to be like a bed over here or something, isn't there? Hey. Take the mandatory vault. No! My jump didn't come out. I think we're going back to oil, guys. I stopped ranting. I noticed I stopped talking about stuff that one, and that's what I get. I can't make a jump I've made literally every other run. Silly me. We are going fast. Yeah, stop paying attention to the game. I know, I need to. I need to be distracted. It's the only way I can play this game. Yeah, let's go. I think that's the first time I made it up those beds. Should use that for a future run. I'm fresh out of topics though. I don't know what to talk about other than... Yeah, I don't really know. Other than I don't really know. 4th time through factory, let's fucking go! No! yeah, so there were thunderstorms today here, and 3 people decided to stand near a metal flagpole. Yikes. They okay? As okay as you can get when presumably they got struck by lightning? Yeah, we do beds now. We do beds here. Because I am a skilled speedrunner. What game should I try speedrunning next? 1 in critical condition, 2 just herping on. Okay. Hope that that critical condition guy turns out to be alright. But yeah, that's an L. Don't stand outside, A, in a thunderstorm, and definitely don't stand near a metal flagpole. Now we get a little cutscene. I can scratch my face real quick. Oh, they were contractors working outside. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. That is rough. Oh, guys, we are gaming. We are so gaming. Look at that. We're almost back to where we were. Where'd we fall? Like right at the, right after the windmill, right? I think what I managed to prove today is I can consistently get to the windmill by getting up here twice. Or I guess don't count me at the windmill yet, but... Huh, that's cool art. Whew. Almost didn't make it. Oh, sheet. Alright, only downtime. No! No, I skipped. Back to factory. Factory. Alright. It's just construction practice today, I think. So, bed practice. I can't tell what that emote is. Okay, this is the one downside of streaming on YouTube. Okay, well, there's many downsides to streaming on YouTube. The emotes, you know, they're not as recognizable. We don't have Let's Fucking Go. We don't have Keck W. kid doesn't turn around fast enough. This is why I don't use child labor anymore. The kids are too slow. Oh, almost jumped in the wrong direction. That was almost disastrous. Wish I had played a new game to talk about, like how last time I ranted about Final Fantasy 1. And I'm still playing Final Fantasy 1 against my better knowledge, I guess. But it sure is a game. Kinda wanna stop playing, kinda wanna keep going, I don't really know. Game's so wildly archaic. I'm not quite sure what I'm supposed to do at the current moment that I'm at in that game. At the part where the elf prince, I woke him up and he gave me something and I don't know what to do with it. We were getting so good at that bed. Ooh. I don't know why, every time I see this purple jug, I just think of Grimace. It's the Grimace jug. But yeah, I feel like I ran out of quest lines. So it's time to go back to a walkthrough guide and figure out what the hell this dumb game wants me to do now. What's so weird is the boss fights I've had are pretty easy. It's just surviving dungeons in the overworld that are like, it's the like endless slog of mobs from like from RNG encounters that just absolutely kill me. But once I get to the boss fights, it's just like, I don't know, maybe I have to use a healing item once or something. But otherwise I just keep throwing my strongest attacks at them and they die in like 6 turns. I don't know what I've done to that poor game. If I've grinded too hard or not enough. I don't get it. Nope. Oh god. Help. Where are the Pokemon repels when you need them? Yeah, I know, or just stop making, or I guess I can't say stop making games with RNG because they did kind of stop. But oh my god, RNG, man. I don't know how anyone, like random encounters, I don't know how anyone thought that was a good idea. It truly was like they couldn't display the sprites of the enemies on the overworld because the systems had so low memory they could only fit so many sprites. So you couldn't do it, so I guess this was their solution, but I feel like it was their solution for way too long. I feel like it wasn't a restriction for that long. Like NES, Game Boy, I get it. Super Nintendo though, really? Especially when we get into like the PS1 era and whatnot. Yeah, 7 Remake and 16 had no random encounters. 15 didn't either. 14 doesn't. I don't think... No, 13 definitely did, because I just remember walking through hallways in that game and definitely fought people in it. Yeah, they haven't been a thing for a while. Same for like Pokemon. They haven't been... Random encounters haven't been a thing since like... since they were on the 3DS. Which also, the 3DS definitely had enough memory to show some models of some Pokemon. I don't know what Game Freak was doing. I guess being Game Freak. Not knowing how to memory manage worth a damn, but... 13's encounters aren't random. Did they have overworld models? I don't remember that for some reason. No! Shh! Hey guys, welcome back to Factory. Why won't God just let me die? It's gonna be like the longest only upstream that I've had, and it's just because I just keep landing back at Factory. Just stand in the middle of the hallway. Oh, yeah. Smiley face. I think I mentioned this last stream, but I want to play through all the Final Fantasy games again on PC. Which is why I'm playing Final Fantasy 1 right now. The question is, do I get the ability to veto myself from playing any more of a game once I understand it? So I think I'm like a third of the way through Final Fantasy 1 right now. And it's like, do I really need to play the other 2/3 of random encounters and looking at a walkthrough guide to figure out what these cryptic quests are? Or can I say that I've played Final Fantasy 1 and move on? I feel PV for longest stream in amount of Factory. Yeah, this is the amount, like the highest amount of Factory. Around like what, 5? If I ever make a clips channel or something, 100% I'm putting the Factory timer right in the bottom. I was gonna say bottom right where the timer is, which honestly a Factory count would be more useful than a timer is right now. But yeah, I'll put a Factory count somewhere if I ever make a clips channel and come back to this. The VOD for this. I like that YouTube does store my lives as VODs, so I could go back to them if I wanted to. Or just for people to watch afterwards. I do get a few views post live. Yeah, you playing through FF1, it really isn't making me want to pick it up. Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't recommend it. It's cool for the history of the game, if you're like really into FF and you just want to experience it, or you like old school RPGs, because I do like SNES style RPGs, but NES RPGs are built different, let me tell you. I'd really love to play Dragon Quest III at some point, even though I don't think it ever came to the West, or if it did, it was in very limited capacity. Just because that is a good NES RPG, right? A good Famicom RPG at least. So I'd love to see what that looks like, because that idea seems foreign to me. But the only RPGs I've played on NES really are Final Fantasy 1, Dragon Quest 1, and Hydlide. FF4 and FF6 were the only pixel remasters I bought. Why not FF5? FF5's really good, it just never came over to the West. I mean, fair, like, FF6 is supposed to be it is the goated RPG, and then also it got, 2D HD scenes in it, which none of the other pixel remasters got. So that one's really awesome. I'm looking forward to 4, 5, and 6. 1, 2, and 3 I want to play just for the history side of it. Just because I appreciate older games like that. And to see where the series came from. And if any of them are actually genuinely entertaining. I know FF2 is like supposedly a bomb. I don't know much about FF3 though, but if I'm having an alright time with FF3, I'll just keep playing it. The job system in FF5 seems like not my thing. Maybe I'll get it. Yeah, Yeah, it could be fun, right? I think if you... I've played 7, 8, and 9, and those were all 3 very different games in terms of their mechanics, and it feels like 4, 5, and 6 are sort of in the same boat. For some reason, Final Fantasy, I guess, likes to move in trilogies per generation. I'm mildly interested in FF3, but only because that's where the Crystal Tower comes from in FF14. Gotcha. Yeah, I mean, I really know nothing about FF3. So Square Enix commented yet on the 2D HD DQ3 remake recently. No, they literally announced it. They dropped like that trailer, and then they just disappeared. I would love to play that game, and I probably will. But I want to play the original version just to see, okay, really what was the highest potential for an RPG on the NES. I want them to do FF6 and HD2D. I'm surprised that they didn't. The fact that they did at least one cutscene, if not multiple, from FF6 in HD2D feels like we kind of missed our chance for a full HD2D remake. And it's weird to me that they didn't do it. It's actually weird to me in general that when they did the Pixel remasters, I know that they started out as mobile, but I'm surprised that they didn't just go back and do HD 2D remasters of all of them. Right, because they're not very long games if you just made them one-to-one. FF1 is supposed to be able to be beaten in like 8 hours, which is what has me still going with it, is I'm like 3 hours into it, and I'm like, I'm almost halfway there. What a normal run and playthrough of this game is. FF2 and 3 are a little bit longer. I think they're both like 20 hours. God. But... And then from there on out, it's really funny. FF4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and I think 10 as well are all like 35 to 40 hours. 11's an MMO. 12 is long, I think I remember seeing. I think 12 is like 60 hours. 13 is long. 14's an MMO. 15 goes back to that original time of 20 to 30 hours. 25 to 30 hours. And then if you play all the episodes, it's going to take you like 35. All the episode DLCs. At the very least, the SNES games. I mean, the NES games too, because again, it honestly wouldn't be that much effort to redo the original games. They are not big games. I would honestly just like release them as a pack. I can't believe I fucked up that jump again. I did that before. I think this is where we die. I think this is where God finally gives a sweet release. Nope, I think I'm hitting that track. Oh, never mind. I hit it with too much velocity. God really did just put me in gay baby jail. That's where I am. Oh, we can escape. Ha! No gay baby jail for me.
Sometimes it's hard to choose the right path, but don't be afraid. You can always repeat. We learn from our mistakes.
This was the first time I hit the ground this round. We fell so much, I'm surprised we didn't. Yeah, I think... Yeah, I mean, that's the end of the run. It's been nice talking to you guys. I think probably on weekends, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do daily runs, and maybe it's of only up. It's gonna be of only up for a while, but you know, maybe that transitions into another game that I want to speedrun, like Super Mario Bros. 2 or 3. But I'll do like a daily run, and then I will transition into some other game or something else. Because this is fun. Honestly, I could keep going, but I think for today we're just gonna call it here. But I think that's what I'm gonna do in the future. Is we're gonna do a daily run, and then we might do a different game. And the streams will be longer than 3 minutes guaranteed, because even if we fail at the only run, or at the daily run, then we can just go and do something else. Yeah. New videos hopefully coming out this weekend. Stay tuned for that. I gotta finish editing that. I swear I'm working on it. So yeah. It's been fun. See you guys later. More specifically tomorrow. Bye.